On this week's episode of Press This, we go over the launch of WordPress 3.9. Should you download it, and what's new? Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of Press This. We know why you're here. WordPress 3.9 has just come out. You checked your WordPress dashboard. It said WordPress 3.9 is available. Time to download. Should you? And what are the features that make this one better than ever? As always, folks, this is brought to you by our Slocum Themes page. Check out slocumthemes.com and check out our new Modern Business Pro theme, perfect for businesses large and small, with beautiful call to action widget areas, compelling hero spaces, and a handy little area to display your business's address. Again, check it out today at slocumthemes.com. So WordPress 3.9 just came out. WordPress 3.9 Smith, named after the great jazz musician Jimmy Smith. And what I'm here to do today is talk about all the different kind of feature changes that they've made and about upgrading your site as well, because this is a fairly major upgrade. It's a full pointed upgrade from 3.8 up to 3.9. In keeping with the flow that MP6 had with WordPress 3.8, this is a very visual upgrade. There isn't a lot of, there's going to be some functionality fixes as well, but the real story here is all of the visual editing and sort of previewing before you actually see your content on the live site or in a preview itself. And a lot of this happens in the post side when you're creating a new poster page, and also happens on the theme customizer. They've added one little thing over there. And what they've actually added on the theme customizer is the live widget preview. So before you could preview different background colors, things of that nature, now what you can do is you can actually see your widgets. You can actually set a widget area right there and see what that widget's going to look like live on the site before you actually do it. So it's really, really cool. And we'll have videos on here so you can take a look at it. The next thing they did from a live preview sort of functionality is they actually embedded photos and audio and video stuff right into your WordPress posts. And this kind of breaks down in a couple different ways. If you've imported video or audio, so again, this is stuff that you've actually imported into the WordPress media library, not just like copying and pasting YouTube videos or things like that, like we do on our site sometimes. This is stuff you physically imported, but it's still really cool. So I can actually go ahead and create this audio library, or audio playlist, I should say, grab the audio file, and actually bring it right into my WordPress post, and it shows me a nice little player there. I can even play that audio file right from the editor. So I don't have to play it on the front end. I don't have to preview it. I can do it right there. Same thing with video. And similarly, photos gotten similar treatment. And they've really increased the editing. Gone are the days where you used to have to go all the way to the media library, dig up the photo you're looking to edit, and edit it there. Now they've made it easier than ever to edit the photos right from inside the post. All you do is you click on the actual image and you basically go into an editor, and there's different options you have, including the option to flip the image, crop the image, which is also pretty huge and crucial. And you can even resize the image now right within the browser, right within the editor. So you'll be able to drag and drop and kind of move the corners and adjust the image to your liking, and then center it, put it to the left, whatever you need to do. So a lot of visual upgrade. On the same side as images, they've also given you the ability to look at your gallery now. So a couple updates back, they introduced sort of a smarter gallery option where you could create a gallery right from the media library. Now when you go to WordPress and you go to Add New and you create that gallery, you select all the options like you did before and put it into your post. Instead of just showing you a blank box that signifies that there's a gallery, it actually shows you the images in the gallery. So you can get a better idea of the flow of your content on your site before you hit preview, before you hit publish, before you save your draft, anything like that. So they've really made it easier than ever before. A couple other things with regards to the editing of the interface. They've made it look a little cleaner, so it looks a little sharper than it did before. I noticed a little bit less, a little bit more white space, I noticed, to make it a little bit easier to use. And they've made it easier than before to basically take stuff from Microsoft Word or other word processing platforms, OpenOffice, things like that, and actually paste it right into WordPress. It does a much better job of formatting that content to fit right within WordPress now than it did before, just by hitting paste. So they've really made it, this is what it's going to look like. This is the preview from across the board, from the theme customizer all the way into the editing of the post. A lot of people worked on this, and I recommend giving it a shot. What I will tell you, as I tell people, and as when Matt's usually sitting next to me and we're talking to you, Make sure that you test it on staging servers and things like that with plugins before you launch this on client sites, before you launch it on your own site. With this major pointed update, you have to be careful, because if there are any plugins that might lose functionality because of it, you don't want to find out on the live side, and you certainly don't want your client to find out on the live side as well. So be a little careful. We always give you that warning. It is brand new, and it is recommended to get eventually because it is going to give you those security updates, especially with all these security scares recently with the Heartbleed scandal, things like that. It's always good to update your site, so you want to do it for that reason. But you also don't want to sacrifice the quality of a website, your own website or your client's website. So of course, make sure before you do it that none of the plugins are going to conflict with it that you had before. Maybe the plugin is out of date and not supported anymore. This is a fairly visual preview, so that's a visual update, I should say. So that's a possibility, and you definitely want to check that out. But otherwise, definitely give it a shot. If you have a staging place to play around with it, go for it. Again, we had that video content during this video, so you can actually see what it looked like kind of live. You can read the article content on our website at slocumthemes.com. And of course, check out our newest theme, Modern Business Pro, for your small or large business. As always, folks, hit the big old red subscribe button over there to subscribe to us on YouTube. And of course, visit our channel where you can see all of our videos for Press This, where we review plugins, themes, theme frameworks, e-commerce solutions, membership sites, things like that. Thanks a lot, guys.